It has been 15 days since I landed here in the northeast of India, and I am enjoying the village life. In this episode, join us as we wrap up the work at the paddy field here at Shimtang. And bring the harvested rice home. We also explore terrace farming and take a short trip to Ukhrul. Good morning, everyone. It's a new day and we're heading to a new field. Join me. There's actually a cherry blossom here. Actually, there are many, but this is one example. This is a Pharung Baptist Church, still under construction. As of 2022, the work on the church has been completed and it looks like this. Time for a little break. Want a gooseberry? Listen to the sounds of the jungle. Alright, up the hill you see the closest town from this village. That's Ukhrul. And down in the valley is our paddy field. Also known as Hunpun, Ukhrul is an hour away from our village. Locals with a vehicle offer to drive other villages to and from Ukhrul. They would typically leave in the morning and return in the evening. Alright folks, we are on our way to Ukhrul. As you can see, the Bolero is used like a minivan almost, a lot of people traveling. And also, as you can see, the roads are just horrible. So the Bolero is a much needed vehicle over here. The road gets smoother closer to Ukhrul. Villagers from the surrounding areas come to Ukhrul for education, medical treatment, work, selling what was harvested at their field, shopping, or just to have a good time. Across the valley is Shimtang, our paddy field. Let's make our way down to that field. going downhill isn't too bad in this hill. Well, it's either that or I'm getting used to the terrain now. We made it. We are in the paddy field. Terrace farming is typically done on a slope land to efficiently use space. By cutting out a series of level platforms or terraces, farmers can use the land more efficiently as it maximizes arable land and reduces water loss and soil erosion. Terrace farming dates back to the 3rd millennium BC. And although widely used to cultivate rice, other crops can be cultivated too. We do not walk on the terrace. That would damage the crops. We instead walk on the ridge separating the terraces. I made it. This hut is more basic than the one in the other field, but it has enough place to keep our belongings, a place to rest, and a fireplace. Alright, let's get to work. Our objective today is to finish the threshing of the harvested rice. Threshing is where you hit the rice stalk in order to separate the rice grains from the stalk. The rice grains are left to dry on the mat as the other rice stalks are thrashed. The threshing can be done by hand or by using tools like this wooden fork. Having done this for a while now, I decided to help out too. Much to the delight of everyone. My father-in-law heads back to the hut to prepare a drink for everyone. Meanwhile, the team heads to work in another part of the field. Once the threshing is over, the rice is collected into sacks and is taken home. Before we leave, we take a much needed break. This should fuel us for our walk home. Alright folks, we are done for the day. We are heading back home. The terrain is not easy. It's an uphill walk all the way, and the only way is to do it slowly and with breaks. The hike is not as bad as it was while coming back from the other field, but it's still quite a hike. I mean, you're still going uphill, you're going against gravity, right? I feel sorry for my wife and my brother-in-law, my father-in-law, who are actually carrying rice sacks on their way up. I mean, Wow, I'm already out of breath. We're just carrying the basic necessities for the day. Imagine carrying a sack of rice on your back and going uphill. My father-in-law and my brother-in-law already took a sack of rice each and will return back to the field to take another. Finally, we wait for the others at the top of the hill. First one back is my wife, followed by Roger, my brother-in-law. Welcome back. You made it to the top. And my father-in-law. Now that everyone's here, we are heading home. The terrain is now relatively flat, which makes this leg of the journey relatively easy. As I was carrying that tent in front of me, like I was holding it like this, I found it heavy. I found it difficult to walk long distances. So my family suggested I tie it around to my back. And quite frankly, it's easier now. It's quite light. Maybe next time I'll try carrying a sack of rice. We are almost home. Hey. Ooh, we made it home. I'm so tired. Hey. Woo, it's out. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow morning. Thanks to the flatland, my brother-in-law was able to load a wheelbarrow with all the rice sacks. Same work, different field. That's how I would summarize today. Well, that marks the end of another day here in the Northeast. Thank you for joining along. I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, stay safe and take care.